Hello, everyone. Welcome to Nicely Broken Ministry. I am Prophetess Angie Allen. Please follow, share, and subscribe. Today, I want to talk about the preparation for your next. You have entered into the next phase. You may have been wondering why you have been dealing with so many different things and why it feels like every time you try to take a step forward, something coming against you that's pushing you back. Is because you had to learn how to fight through the storm. You had to learn how to fight through the pain. You had to learn how to fight not only for yourself, but how do you fight for your family? How do you fight for your children? How do you fight for your marriage? How do you fight for your friends? You had to go through a period that teaches you how to press forward, press through the storm in order to get to the other side. God have allowed these things to take place so that you are able to endure what is transpiring, to mature you, to bring you to this blessing place, not being a complainer, but being a worshiper. When God says, think on these things, you find those places where you were in something and you thought that you wasn't going to make it out. But when you look back over your life and you see where the Lord has brought you from, that is enough to give God praise. There's enough to worship Him. Because these are things that God didn't have to do, bringing us out of things that we have put ourselves through. But the blessed thing about it is God allowed it to take place because He knew one day that you was going to come across that person who was connected to you, that spouse, that friend, that coworker, so that you are able to bring them out of some things. So God turned that thing around and made it work out for your good. This is where we have to focus on the positive things. And when we go through some things, that is enough to start giving God the glory, because at the end of the day, what you may be facing on today, wisdom is coming out of it. Understanding is coming out of it. You gaining more knowledge than you ever had before. There are some things is transitioning in the midst of while you're going through what it is that you may be facing. I begin to hear that the Lord is bringing you 10 steps ahead. So that way you'll be head of the game. You'll be head of what it is that is taking place so that you're able to know how to handle what it is that the enemy is trying to do. And I also begin to see Little Red Riding Hood is what God is reminding me in the midst of giving you or putting you in a place of 10 steps ahead. He don't want you to disclose information that do not need to be disclosed. So what happened with Little Red Riding Hood? In the midst of her journey, she stopped, got distracted, began to smell flowers and roses or whatever the case may be. While there, she disclosed information to the wolf, which gave wolf the ability to be 10 steps ahead of her. So when she make it to her grandmother's house, there it is. Things begin to go a different direction. So what I'm saying to you is, be careful of who it is that you're talking to and disclosing information. Because at the end of the day, you have entities also listening in what is being released out of your mouth. Be wise in the conversations that you have. In that 10 steps ahead in what God is putting you in, it's going to give you the ability to map out and see what it is that you need to do. How to be plugged into different resources. Who to be connected to that will help elevate your ministry or elevate whatever it is that you're needing to be elevated. Even all the way to the extent of stirring up the gift that is on the inside of you, being connected to the right person. I pray this message has been a blessing to you. Once again, please share it, like it, subscribe if you haven't already. As Jesus Christ loves you, I love you too. Be blessed.